Come to you from Pleasant Valley Farms in Farm Simulator 2015. I know this video is coming out way late. 2017, Farm Simulator 2017 will be out here in just a few days, and I've been wanting to make this video for quite a while, just haven't gotten around to it and finally had the time. So, without any further ado, we will talk about Pleasant Valley version 2 and Dave Johnson and his map. Now, this is a 4X map with 6 different farms. The only thing the farms share is the silos, or the grain, and the seed and fertilizer are separate for each farm, and the buildings in that are separate for each farm too. The diesel fuel, the fuel tanks are separate for each farm, so each farm will have to have its own supply of diesel. And without any further jabbering about that, we can move on. The unique thing about Dave's maps are that he's kind of an innovator. He took and decided to make it so you can build things on your map, and it makes it a lot of fun. It gives you a lot of things to do. You know, you can do on this map here, you can do everything from raising chickens to mining gold, and you know, everything in between. Every tree on this map is, you can fell it and sell it some way. I particularly enjoy selling them as lumber because it seems like you can make about twice as much as you can selling them to the train yard. So I have sawmills, 4 sawmills, and keep those guys running pretty much all the time. The sawmills are unique because they run coal instead of straw or wood chips, so that is unique. And you get the coal from your mine or from Derpy Diggers, which I can show you real quick. It's it has gravel, sand, and coal, so that way you can get started building things, and without having to open up the mine. And we'll zoom up here. We'll take a look at the northern part of the map. This farm that we're up here is the Louisville farm. It's kind of my main base. There I'm based out of for most of my equipment. This here is the farm, or the town, I should say, complete with an airport, which the airport is a sell point for your commodities and for, you know, your whiskeys, your beer, your paper. You can even sell drywall at the airport. Don't ask me why you'd want to put drywall on an airplane, but you can do it in this map. Or this is where it's being sold, right here. Just run over that and away you go. There's hops and props. You need hops to produce beer, and, well, you guessed it, Sam Adams is on the map. And you produce hops by bringing hemp, which you grow, and you bring the hops in, or bring the hemp in, and produces hops, and automatically ships the produced hops down to Sam Adams beer, which is in the southern part of the map. There's another sell point over here, and it's just like a liquor store. You can put whatever you want in there, as far as Pepsi, snacks, whiskey, beer, and vodka, I believe, are the only things that it takes. Let's take a quick look here. Yep, and vodka. There we go. So we can direct sell to the market, or to the consumer, through that facility there, and you'll get paid every hour rather than one big lump sum. So if you can be patient and wait, you can actually make quite a bit more money selling directly to the public. This bank here, this Wells Fargo bank, actually is the bank that receives the gravel gold from the mine, because there's 2 different sluice boxes there. One's a sand box and the other one's a gravel box. And the gravel gold comes to Wells Fargo here, and we will take a look at the other one when we get down to the southern part of the map. Here is another place you can sell grain at the Larson Grain Company. You know, you got two different sell points for your commodities, direct commodities, right from the field, you know, within just a hop, skip, and a jump. So things are pretty competitive. Like any other farm simulator map, prices are good for an hour. So if you sell, you'll want to try and get all your product in within that hour before it changes, so that way you can maintain that same price. Now you got some vehicle storage up here, and then you have the shell plants, or the shell filling stations. You can put fuel in these, but I wouldn't, just because they've had some issues with them, and so I mean it's really not. They're pretty much just for looks, is what they're for. You have this washing machine up here, or car wash up here, and then you have another one down south. That'll show you, it'll be right by where you can purchase equipment. We'll go a little bit further north here on the map, and then this will be as far north as we can go. This will be over to the horse stables. The horses are just for looks. There's nothing you can do with them as far as feed them, sell them, slaughter them, whatever. You can't do anything with them. They're just for looks. They whinny and neigh and do all kinds of funny stuff up here. But the unique thing about this area is that you have a bale shredder right here, so you can shred your bales. And you also have your commodity storage here. So you're going to have, you know, your chaff, your wood chips, your grass, your silage, your straw, your manure, and also your forages you can store up here. Another unique feature about Dave's maps, and I hate to use the word unique, but they're just unique features to Dave's maps, and that is the composter. The composter will take straw, turn it into manure. Manure is what you need to make fertilizer with. So these are very important, that you have straw to make manure with. You've got a liquid manure facility right here. Personally, I've never used it. The only one that I've ever used was the dairy barn, for the dairy barn down south. So this is really, I don't know, just a space taker upper. But yeah, so that's that. You also have a manure sell point back here. You can sell your manure direct to whoever wants to buy it. You just swing around here. If you need some money and you got a ton of straw, you can bring your manure right here and sell it for money right away. We'll go over to one of the other manufacturing facilities now. This facility is called Cogent Wood Products. It is, again, it is a very different type of plant. It's actually truly a manufacturing facility in the map. You bring wood chips here, you put them in that red bin up there, you drive up the ramp, put them in there. You can pick up wood boards here, or you can have your resin production here. Resin, which I'll talk to you more about later, but resin gets turned into glue, and you'll use glue in building and also in production of gypsum board. You come over here and you'll produce paper just from those wood chips. So it has a lot of function. It eats wood chips like you wouldn't believe, so you better have a Brux wood chipper to keep this thing fed. This is the only way you can make paper, and this is the only way you can make resin for glue. and you need those two for building facilities and also to sell as a commodity. All the plants and manufacturing facilities are run with coal that you'll get from your mine, and it's really doesn't use that much coal. Pretty Spartan when it comes to coal use. So you're not going to be running there. The thing you'll be running for here is wood chips. You'll be chipping everything you can possibly chip to keep that plant fed. And most of the time I turn the board production off and then just run the resin production and the paper production. And it seems like then it's more manageable. A guy doesn't have to cut down every stinking tree on the entire map just to keep that thing fed. Here's National Gypsum Company. This is where gypsum board is made. You'll bring rock or stone from your quarry, dump it right here. It'll be a white stone. And then you'll also bring your paper and bring it and put it into here, right into that square, and then it stockpiles it over into that barricaded off area. This here is where you bring your glue, and again it gets stockpiled in that barricaded off area. Then we come over here, and this is where you'll actually pick up your completed gypsum board on pallets. And you can either take it and sell it, you can take it and move it to building products, or you can just take it and store it. Because the market does fluctuate, so you'll want to make sure you're able to store all your products and wait for the proper time to sell. Because there is a point where you can make more money. So we'll go and take a look at where the resin comes from, or resin goes to, sorry, from Cogent Wood Products. It's just a short little trip. It has its own pipeline down here, apparently, to the glue factory. And this is User's Glue, is what it's called. And the resin comes in here. It is converted into glue, and then you'll use a tanker to pick it up from right here. And then you take the glue down to the National Gypsum, or you'll take it to one of the building projects or one of the manufacturing facilities that you're building and sell it that way. We'll come down here and bounce down this hill. We'll run over and take a look at the other farm. There's another farm over here that we can take a look at. And that'll be right here. This farm here is the only farm that does not have a silo on it, but it does have grain storage. And the grain storage is this building right here, right in front of us. That's where your grain will be stored. Again, this is all linked with all the other silos, so you have complete access to all the grain, no matter where you are, or no matter which farm you're at on the map. And then we'll go from this farm, we'll bounce up the hill over to Home Depot. Home Depot is another direct sell point. Again, you'll be paid every hour for the products you bring here, and it's a myriad of products that you can bring to this facility. There's gypsum board, there's rock, sand, gravel. I think you can sell glue here. Let's take a look. Boards, glue, paper, stone, sand, wood chips. You can bring them all here and have them sold directly to the public for money every hour, which again, you will make considerably more money if you can wait for your money. Again, you have an airplane, if you can see that airplane flying around all the time right there, and that's just part of the airport. Each farm has its own fertilizer and seed. I think I told you that in the beginning. Each one, I believe, holds 200,000 liters of seed and fertilizer. We'll bounce up this hill here and take you to another farm. This rock right here turns into a water tower when you buy the water distribution package from Culligan, which is the water plant that you'll need to open up. Again, here's the silos for grain storage. This farm is unique because it is the only farm with a residence on it. Right here. As you can see, there's plenty of storage. You've got your fuel, your seed, your fertilizer. Nice big shed here with a lean-to on it. Looks good. Looks real good. I know Dave really thinks about his maps. He doesn't just throw them out and just put maps out to put maps out. He takes his time, he does it right, makes sure they're as error-free as can possibly be, and make sure everything works on them. There's always going to be a glitch or two, and he tries to minimize that by being vigilant and very particular about what goes on. Right now we're headed to, again, the very northern part of the map. This will be the northwest corner, and this will be Kellogg's cereal manufacturing plant. You'll make cereal here, and then you will have a chance to sell that. You can either sell the cereal to a sell point, or you can take it to a retail outlet and have it sold there. And I can't stress this enough, you'll get paid every hour, but it will be more than what you will make selling it direct, or selling it to a sell point, or taking it to a sell point. Now the other great feature about this map is the mine, and we're coming up to that right now, the quarry. I was a little different when I started this map. For the second time, I started the map and sold everything because I was doing it by myself. I had 6 farms with 6 different sets of equipment, and I sold it all. Opened the quarry because the quarry costs $100,000 or 100,000, yeah. And opened this up, and I started mining right away. I bought a payloader and a small truck and started mining for gold, and done all right with it. I definitely recommend doing that if you're just going to be playing it by yourself as a single player. Here's your gravel sluice box. As you can see, you got some gold in it. See that gold right there? I think if we drive up to it, it's going to kick it out. Yep, there it goes. That one was sent to Wells Fargo now. You have your tailings conveyor that brings your tailings in here. It looks like my tailings are full, so I'm just going to drive up to it, turn this on, and unload my tailings, or dump my tailings. Yeah, see, I'm at 97% on my tailings. It's not going to let me dump them. That's okay. I'll come back and take care of that here after a bit. This one over here is your sand one. And tailings should be full on this one as well. Well, we got a fair amount of gold there. Now we got 8% gold. So we'll go ahead and snap that up and send that to the southern bank. Now we'll buzz down to show you guys. Oh, there's the train. Train doesn't give you much of a... You can sell all the material produced here, except for the gold, via the train. And you pull the lever down and it supposedly runs off and gives you a bonus. I've yet to see any bonus come from the train on any sale of sand, gravel, or stone, coal, or salt. And that's all the things that you can produce in this mine. We'll run to the first one here. This is all gravel. First part of the mine is. let me take you down and show you this here too. If you tunnel long enough and dig enough sand out, you can actually drive around in a circle around this map, around this mine. But you've got to dig all this sand out here. And you can see it goes back there for a ways. Quite a ways actually. So, and it actually makes it quicker to get the sand if you can get this all dug out, because the sand is the last thing, as you can see, it's the last thing that you'll come to in the map or in the mine. But we'll go through. Every commodity down here, or every bit of aggregate, has its own overloader. So you fill this up via the chute, that fills up, and it'll store as much as you want to put in there. So that way all you have to do is drive underneath of it, push O, and it'll fill up your truck or trailer. This is all gravel right in through here. You'll never run out of any aggregate, because once you get all the loose aggregate picked up, there'll be a regenerative point that will always have whatever aggregate you're going for. It'll always be there, so you don't ever have to worry about running out of anything. Here's the coal side of it. Again, the overloader. Coming up to the stone. This white stuff here is stone. And it's overloader. Dig it out of here, put her in there, and fill that up. Coming up to the salt mine now. Salt is actually a pretty good portion of the mine as well, because you use salt for, you know, for making snacks. I think it's just making snacks, but it takes a lot of salt. And then I think maybe cheese too. I think you gotta use it for cheese. I'm sorry, I'm not, I can't remember exactly. It's been a long time and it's a lot of stuff to remember. Here's the sand part of it. Got the big payloader down here. And trying to get things opened up so that way I can drive all the way through here at some point. We can go back in for a little ways at least, so you guys can see kind of how it's all positioned out. And both of these walls will come down. This right here is the major blocking point for getting around the map. If you can get this guy dug out, you will be able to go. Then there's a little bit of digging to do on the other side, but then you'll be able to go all the way around in a great big circle around the map, around the mine. So now we've got to backtrack all the way on out of here. And that loader is $1.5 million or $1.7 million, by the way. So you, that's probably not a loader you'll get right away. The 980, the all-wheel steer one, it's a good loader, and it gets the job done. The 994 is just a little bit bigger and gets it done a little faster, is all. And we'll bop out of here. You know, and I think even now, I think Dave is the only one that's incorporated so many things into one map. You know, from the manufacturing side of it to the mining to the farming. You know, you should. I've yet to get bored with a map, with this map, just because there's so many things to do, and you can do them 100 different ways. There's no set way to do anything on the map, and it really gives you a lot of creative freedom, and it makes it so you can pretty much put your name on your map, rather than having it be someone else's and that you have to play by their rules all the time. There's some bending and flexing that can be done here. The water consumption, I forgot to tell you about that. The water consumption on the mine is quite a bit. So I added a mod. That's what these tanks are over here. And it's just a water mod is all it is. And you put that in the map. So that way I have water right here. Or else I would have to go way the heck over here to get water so I can mine with. And it takes a lot of water. So I'll put the, if you ask, I'll put the link down in the comments on where to get that water mod from. I think it's still available. Again, you have a nice forest right here that you can cut down and sell the wood from. Can't really tell anybody about this, okay? But there is a moonshine facility back here that we have to keep quiet. It's our whiskey facility. The feds are always looking for us. But we have the ability to make whiskey. And that's right back here at Popcorn Sutton's little moonshine facility here. You'll need corn, tons of sugar cane, water to make whiskey. And you'll dump it there, and then also up front here. I said water, right? Yeah, I said water. And you will get whiskey, which I'll show you here, can be sold for a very, very pretty penny. Let's see, let's go down to whiskey. Whiskey, it's $4,982 per ton. A ton is pretty much a pallet. So, you know, and your beer is right here too, 5,502. That's at the airport. You can bring it to the freight yard. You know, you can see some of the stuff you can produce. You got birdseed, bread, textiles, whiskey, beer. Come up here. Here's your hemp at $14.70 per ton. You've got cotton at $6.36. You know, so I mean, everything is priced pretty well as far as I'm concerned. There doesn't need to be any adjustments on that. You know, there's a lot of different places to take your commodities to. You've got, you got the windmill, the transport company, the speedway. That's 3. There's 6. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so you got 12 different places to take your commodities to. Unlike some maps where you just have, well, you take your canola here, and you take your corn to this one, and you take your, your soybeans to the same one that you take your corn to. Every time, it's just you watch every hour for when the price gets up to the max price, and then you sell it. This one you don't. You watch. You got to watch every place that you can sell that commodity at. You have to watch and watch it every hour. This here is the Pepsi bottling company. This will need to be built yet, just like Kellogg's up north. But you will produce Pepsi Cola here, and then you'll be able to sell the Pepsi at that retail store, or you'll be able to put Pepsi machines all over the map and sell it that way, or you can take your pop and sell it at a sell point, like at the train station or something like that. Come down here to another feature of the map. This is, again, only on Dave's maps. He's got an Applebee's, a McDonald's, a soccer field, a basketball court, and then a rooming house, or not a rooming house, but a bed and breakfast. And you buy these, they're expensive to buy, but they'll make, this will make you $4,000, I think, an hour, or $5,000 an hour. You don't have to do anything else to it. You just have to buy it and and let it go. And it'll make you 5,000 bucks an hour. That's game time hours. So and I've got all of them, I think, except for the rooming house, because that's like was it 2 million or something like that. We'll go down and take a look at how much it is. Here's the GPC, or Grain Products Company. This you can sell cotton, corn, anything there, anything and everything. We're coming into the west side of the map. As you can see, these fields are huge, and a lot of them can get plowed together to make just giant fields. You got a little bit of storage down here for equipment. And we'll zip up the hill here, take you to another farm. Right over here. Take you to this farm here. This is another, nice farm. This is a centrally located farm on top of a hill. Again, you have the silos, your seed and fertilizer, plenty of storage for your equipment, nice flat places to put the UPK buildings that Dave has made. The UPK buildings are for your cattle, your sheep, pigs, and chickens. And you can put those buildings anywhere on the map that you want, but Dave has actually made some nice places to put. On every farm there's going to be nice flat places to build these facilities. Let me just take you and show you. They're under the placeables. Whoops. Here we go. We've got the cow barn, the pig barn, the chicken barn. You've got the mushroom house. You got the tomato house. You also have apple, cherry, and orange trees that you can place. I'll talk to you more about the construction companies at the end. You have the Moru sawmills that you can place anywhere. These ball spawners, don't know what they're for, but they're there. The UPK storage is for all your fruits that you're gonna make, and then also for your mushrooms. You can store them in here, and you can place that building anywhere you want. Here's that J Home is the maker of that water storage mod that you can place anywhere on the map, and it's kind of handy. These here are silos. If you're going to play this in a multiplayer situation, and you wanted to keep grain for yourself, you can actually put up a silo on your farm and have just grain just for you. That would be your own grain that no one else could touch. You could actually do that with these facilities right here, these silos. And here's your chicken coop that you can place anywhere too. So those are all placeables that are definitely unique to Dave's map. Get rid of that. Now we'll come on over here. I'll take you guys down and show you the speedway. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing too. Nice big boards to tell you what you have as far as commodities go, and we can just take a look and see what commodities are that you can produce here. You've got your corn, your barley, your canola, wheat, millet, cotton, sorghum, sunflowers, hemp, sugar beets, potatoes, sugar cane, carrots, onions, cranberries, rice, coffee, and soybeans are all commodities that can be produced on this map. Now I'll take you guys down and show you the speedway. Speedway is where you spawn. Every time you open the map, the speedway is where you're going to spawn. And it'll be in the control room of the speedway. And you can actually race on this if you want. You can drive around the thing as fast as you want to go and have a lot of fun there. There are sponsors that Dave received money from, and depending on how much he received is the color of the sign that they have. So it's that was a nice gesture on Dave's part to actually do that, to make it so that way people could get recognized for contributing to the map making process that Dave has. And we'll just zip in here, come underneath. The Speedway is also a sell point, just so you know, and I'll take you to where you can sell stuff. Here is the starting point. I don't know how you go around a map. I'm going to go around counterclockwise around this just for a few feet. But as you can see, it's nice and flat, and you can get up and really get cruising. Nice high banks, so you can fly around the sucker. And you can race your friends when you get bored. If you can get bored on this map, you can race them around here, or if you got a bet you need to settle. As you can see up top there, there's sponsors. There's the golds, the silvers. Sponsors that he's had help him fund this map, the project, because it does take some money. He's got to buy the some of the what do I want to call it? Some of the mods he has to buy. So I mean, that's just the way it is. This point here is where you can put Pepsi machines in, and you can sell Pepsi right here. You just take it in, and so much is sold an hour. Again, you get paid every hour. Here's the commodity drop-off point for the Speedway. Then I want to take you guys up and show you another little control room place. On this map, you can have the highline wires go across your map, or you can take them down. And in order to take them down, you need to come here, jump out of your vehicle, go through there, come around here, and go on this little spawner point here. This here will tell you that I've already taken down the high wires, just because I didn't want to farm around them. And this is going to tell you that if you select this option, you will actually close down the room, and no one else will be ever be able to come in here again. And here are some of the other sponsors that actually sent pictures in to Dave. This is just behind the scenes at the Pleasant Valley Speedway. I think Dave had visions of putting some other stuff in here, but just ran out of time, and also probably ran out of money. Because like I said, he only puts out maybe 2 maps tops a year. Probably 1 map a year would be a safer bet to say. And it takes him a good chunk of that year to put it out. So that's the Speedway. It's an important area. For one, it's a place you can come and let off some steam, driving around the track. The other reason is because it's a commodity sell point. And it's also where you spawn when you come into the game, and you're able to go to the different places with spawn points. As long as we're down here, we might as well run over here and take a look at Shell. This is in the center of the map, in the middle of the map. It's centrally located, so that way everyone has equal access to it. Here's some storage for equipment that you want to keep down here. There's some box trailers for carrying wood pallets. This is a wood pallet storage area. As you can see, I've got some wood boards stored here for right now. Then here is an area that you'll get to know very, very well. This is the fertilizer production facility. And what you need for this is you need to have manure, in order to make fertilizer. And I believe you can use silage too. I've only used manure because it's easy to make with the straw. You get a lot of straw, and you know, it pays to do it that way. Silage is pretty labor intensive, and you have to wait for it to be ensiled at the biogas plant. So you'll have to bring stuff here to get fertilizer, because you cannot buy fertilizer anywhere on the map. No matter how much money you have, you cannot buy fertilizer. Also, your diesel fuel will be produced down here. And again, you cannot buy diesel fuel on this map. You have to produce it. You'll use sorghum, which is this first one, sugar cane, which is the next one, which you can see I'm out of, and corn, which is the last one. And those three commodities, it takes about $1.3 million to fill all those tubes up and produce not a whole heck of a lot of fuel. So you definitely have to keep an eye on the fuel, but it's not something that that's going to make or break you as far as production of that. Seed, on the other hand, again, you cannot buy seed anywhere on the map. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to bring, from every harvest, you'll want to bring a little bit of seed down here, put it in these seed masters, have it turn red, and then that's the first part of it. And then the second part of it is taking it back to the farm and putting it in your seed dispenser, and then it goes through another process, and then it can be planted. Let's let's leave that side of the map for when we come back up. Here's a runway for the airport. And that's sugarcane that I have planted out there. Got a lot of sugarcane planted this time because, well, as you can see, I need it for diesel fuel and I need it for other production items that are involved in manufacturing, like the Pepsi products, the whiskey, and vodka all need sugarcane. Alright, now we're coming up to one of the, oops, let me show you these. Here's the soccer field that I bought right away, and I earn an income from it every hour. You just buy it, just let it go. You don't have to add or do anything to it. Here's the basketball court that I bought to produce money right away. And there are things, those are two things that you want to do as soon as you can. You want to buy those McDonald's and Applebee's as soon as you can, because the money that you produce from those pretty much offsets all your seed and production costs on just about every commodity there is. Here's Lafarge cement plant. This is a buildable manufacturing facility. I built this one, and I still need to stock it yet. It'll be sand, gravel, water, and as I said before, every production facility needs coal. So that's where you'll bring all that. Cement gets produced here, and it'll actually get dumped into your cement truck that you have to buy. And then you get to take it out of here and take it to wherever you want to, or sell it. You can actually sell the cement. So that is Lafarge. That's one of the first ones you need to build, so that way you can build everything else, because everything else takes concrete. So you gotta have that guy built. Coming up to the fairgrounds, this is a goal that you will want to complete in the map. You bring commodities here, everything from boards to corn, and you'll dump them in bales. You'll dump them in these different spots here. This one here just needs square bales. This one up here, I'm going to need beer, Pepsi, snacks, cheese, and pizza. to get that one filled up, and then I'll have to be bringing that every hour or so, or every few hours to keep it full. This one here, I need drywall, boards, glue, cereal, vodka, and birdseed for that one, for that building. And then for this building here, I'll need hemp, sugarcane, sunflowers, corn, barley, wheat, potatoes, and sugar beets. And those will all be sold at the fair to consumers. So you'll get paid every hour again for those. We'll zip on over to Samuel Adams over here. Okay, I've been working on getting Sam Adams going as well by hauling sand and gravel into it. And it starts off, you have to build the foundation first. So get up here. Okay, the project's 17% complete. The foundation, I don't have anything done. I still need to bring more sand, gravel, and cement here in order to get this facility up and running. And then I will also have to stock it with the different commodities that produce beer. And let's see, let's go over here to the bread company. Again, this is just a bread manufacturing facility that it's Heartland Bread. You'll use it to, you can sell it as a commodity directly to the consumer via Piggly Wiggly, which is on top of the hill, or you can take it and sell it directly to the train yard, or whatever sell point that you want to. This is Derpy Diggers. There's one of these on top of the hill at the north part of the map. You've got your coal, your sand, and your gravel here. So you don't have to open your mine in order to start building, but it takes forever and a day to fill anything with the Derpy Digger. And they're only open certain times of the day, like from 8 to 5. And yeah, and then they're closed like at noon, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a union shop. So come up here. You've got a couple sell points. This is for your pigs right here. So your oinks there. Here's Lydia's. You can sell slurry manure here. And you can also buy your, I forgot what you can buy here. You can buy Pepsi here, because there's a Pepsi spawner right there. But this is a sell point. One of the sell points that you'll probably use quite a bit. Lydia's always has a good price on everything, or normally has a good price on everything. Here is the bank. Key bank is where your sand gold goes to. And how you get the gold is just by, first, what we did was drive up to it or walk up to it, transfer it out of those buckets up there, and then we pull into here, into this little checkered area. And as you can see, it'll say gold in the left-hand corner, top left-hand corner. It'll say gold, and it's counting down. I'm selling all my gold that I had from the sand. You can see the gold going down. You can see the money going up. So, well, we won't sell it all right now because gold will be probably at a better price here pretty soon. Here's that McDonald's I was telling you about that you should buy. I think it's $1 million, but it, like I said, it takes care of all your production costs between Applebee's, this one, and soccer field and the basketball court. Here's Piggly Wiggly. This is a direct-to-consumer sale point. Pepsi, snacks, coffee, beer, bread, textiles, pizza, cereal, and cheese can all be sold here. So Piggly Wiggly is a pretty important one to sell if you want to do a lot of direct selling to the market or to the consumer, which is a good idea to do. Now we'll zip away from here. We are in the southwest part of the map now. Again, nice big fields. You know, you're not confined to any one you know, any particular area. The entire map has fields on it. The fields are odd shaped. Some of them are odd shaped, so it does give you a bit of a challenge in planting and harvesting. But it's not. It's nothing that no other map doesn't have. Come up the hill here. This is a port facility up here. You got a place for your equipment, some equipment storage there. You also have the only spot in the map where you can mix feed is right here. What you'll do, this is the mixing station, and you can see it says bale loading system, straw, hay, silage, and bales. You get in here, and you've got your straw bales, your hay bales, and your silage bales, or silage. Those get all piped into this mixer here, and the feed gets mixed up, and then you go over here and collect it. Pull under here, and it'll dump into your truck, and you can take it away. There are two of these facilities, or two of these mixers in this one facility. And we'll zip around the outside of it. But like I said, this is the only place that you can come to get feed mixed, or mix feed. So you might want to be thinking about putting your cattle close to this this arrangement here, your dairy and that. Here's the Dancing Donuts. It is a coffee shop. This is where you will bring your coffee to do direct sale to the market, to the consumer. You bring it in there. There again, here's a Shell station and a car wash. Here's your textile plant. Textile plant takes hemp, cotton, and wool. And you'll make textiles out of this, and you'll be able to sell them for quite a bit of money. Again, you have to buy it and open it up. Here's another composting facility, or manure making facility. You take straw, put it in one end, you get manure out the other end. And you take that manure and then you go down and put it into the fertilizer, those blue fertilizer making machines, and then you get fertilizer. Okay, let's too far over. Let's just go down. We'll go down the center of the map here quick. Here is that bed and breakfast. This is $1 million, but eventually I'll get that and build that, and then here. I think it'll actually tell you how much money you can receive from that every hour. There we go. Hourly income by, you'll receive $4,000. Oh, and it's $3 million to purchase this, so my bad. But it is definitely well worth it, because it's nice to see whenever it changes, the hour changes, your money goes way up. It's really nice to see that. Again, a nice big forest to cut. You know, if you love to cut forests and love logging, this is definitely a great map to go to, because you can log for days. Here's a huge hay field. You're not going to find a bigger hay field on any map than this one here that you don't have to buy. This is all free. And it goes clear over to the mountain over here. Here's your BGA, your biogas plant. You can see I've got silage, some silage down here. And, you know, nice big bunkers. Good setup. I don't think there's been a bad BGA setup. That always makes sense. The bunkers change though as far as capacities from map to map, it seems like. So just might want to, you can put your silage there or make silage there. Here's another facility that takes wood chips. And if you're ever in doubt as to what something is, just hit Control L, or Shift L, sorry. It's supposed to be Shift L. That's Alt L, sorry. Look at the letter on the map. This one is, can't tell you. Let's grab the big map then. We are right here at the biomass heating plant, biogas plant. So, you know, you have a nice map legend to go by on the side there, so that you know where you're at and which one you're going to. Here is the liquid slurry for your dairy. And here's the dairy facility. You got nice troughs, nice storage down here. Straw cell point is right here. Plenty of storage down here. Bale shredder. Here again is your commodities, your chaff, your wood chips, your grass, your silage, straw, manure, and forage. This is just basically your standard dairy barn here, the milk max and all that. So you actually put your cows in there, feed them. And you come up over here, this is where your dry manure is, and you'll get your milk from right here to take to the cheese plant. So we'll zip back around. I'll show you another farm and where you can purchase your equipment at. We'll come through up here. Actually, I'll show you two farms. Just hop, skip, and jump across here. Here's another farm. This farm has got a lot of equipment storage on it. I mean, you can put your UPK barns up here and stuff. That's up to you. I chose not to, just because it's on top of a hill and it makes getting commodities up here a little bit harder. That's all. And again, your fuel barrel, your seed and fertilizer. You got your seed and your fertilizer right here. Silos for grain storage. And you zip down the hill. Again, you've got trees to cut here. Zip down the hill and you've got your machinery sales point. You can buy equipment here, and then you can also sell it. And here is the waterfall. That looks familiar to everyone, I think. It's on another map. This entire setup is on another map. Here's another farm up here. This is actually where I put my chickens, where I will be putting my chickens, is up here on this flat area, right up here. Put my chickens right up in here. And then Dave has a great way of keeping time, of how much time you put into the map. You can't change this. You see the gravestones or the grave markers there. Each one represents a certain period of time, and I think it's a week of in-game time is what it amounts to. So I've got a month in this game, in-game time. And I'm still finding out new things and doing things different ways. Here's the windmill cell point right here, and that's just right to the east of the Pleasant Valley Speedway. Zip back down the hill here. So I've got to show you some more stuff down here. Come around the corner. Gotta be careful so you don't fall into the water. And we come down here. This is the pizza joint. This is where you bring pizza, or make pizza. Don's Pizzeria. Best pizza in all Pleasant Valley. That's the only pizza in all Pleasant Valley. But you look here, you need cheese, tomatoes, mushrooms, eggs, wheat, and then you'll get pizza from all of that. So, I mean, it takes a lot of your commodities. This is a direct-to-consumer sell point. So you can choose to make pizzas and sell them. Or you're going to actually have to make pizzas and sell them because you'll need them for the fairgrounds in order to get that achievement over there. I got my little JCB and my stump grinder grinding stumps here from a forest I just took down. Here's your log sell point. This is full logs. You can bring and dump them over here at this point here. Or you can cut them down, delimb them, and put them in the train over here and get the bonus. Just throw your logs in right here. You've got the bonus handle right there. This bonus does work. You do get a hefty bonus off of that. It comes with 2 sawmills already on the map. There's one here that you can see, and then there's one up top here, right up here. And my suggestion to you would be to get the Flygel auto loader trailer for pallets. It makes things so much easier. All you have to do is drive by it, it picks it right up. You don't have to mess around with taking it off there and doing whatever with it. Talked about the seed. Go around. And now we'll go to another sell point over here. This will be another train station, or another bonus sell point that you can come to right here. I believe that's the shipping office, if I'm not mistaken. Then we'll zip back up north. I'll show you that other train station, the other sell point. And I think here's another Shell station and another car wash. See if we can get around everybody quickly. We'll just scoot over here. And do it the hard way. There we go. Oh. Now I'm probably stuck. I thought I could make it clear all this stuff, but yes, I couldn't. So anyway, we're back at the south side of the map again. That was all centrally located, that farm. The 2 farms that I showed you, the church with the gravestones and the log facility, log purchase point. Here's another bonus train station that you can bring your commodities to. Each train station takes different commodities, so you have to read the boards in order to know what the commodities are. I do it now, but we're starting to run into quite a bit of time, and I don't really want to make this go too much longer. So we'll kind of put the hammer down here and zip around stuff. We've got another buy point up here, or sell point. We've got the elevator to our left, which is right there. Come around here. Oops, didn't see that. Didn't see that coming. And zoom around here. go to the cheese plants. You will want to bring milk here, and you can, if you want to, just sell the milk directly to the cheese plant. But if you want to make money, sell it to the cheese side. So we go over here and we'll sell our milk right here at this point. We'll also come back here. We need to add water, salt. What else? I think that's it. Yeah, water, salt. Back here. And then we'll come over here and pick up our cheese right from here. And voila, the cheese plant. So you've got two different products that can come from there. You've got milk that you can sell, and you have cheese that you can sell. Okay, let's see. Let's go over and take a look at. There's a butcher shop downtown here that you can bring chickens and animals to. Right here. And sell them here. And then here's the birdseed company that you'll need to bring corn, millet, and sunflowers to. And you'll put those in, and also coal. And you'll put all that stuff in here, and then you'll come over here and you'll get your bird seed out of here with a little stock truck or van truck, and you can take it and sell it that way. We'll bounce over this bridge. All these bridges that are built like this, you have to build them. So that means bringing concrete, sand, gravel. I think there's boards involved in this too, and bringing that all here to these little squares. Here's the farmer's market. You can sell everything here. Everything that you produce in the field pretty much can be sold here. You can, you've got potatoes that can be sold up front here. You've got manure that can be sold to the right. You'll have apple wine that can be made and sold here directly to the consumer. You will have marmalade that will be made from oranges that you can sell directly to the consumer. Corn you can bring and sell directly to the consumer. Cherries, then you can put in a pop machine down here. Here's your apples, here's your oranges, here's your mushrooms, and your tomatoes. And then you can also sell your bales down here, both your squares and your rounds and your silage bales. So you can bring those down here and sell them. And then, let's see, let's go over, take you over and show you this stuff over here. This is the orchard, my orchard that I built. This will be apples. This one will be oranges, or cherries, sorry, in front of me, and then oranges right here. And then there's tomatoes and in the greenhouses, and also mushrooms in the greenhouses. It takes 10,000 liters of water for the greenhouses and 5,000 liters of manure. All right, I think that's right. 2,000 liters of manure. Yeah, it's 5,000 liters of manure, and the mushrooms and the tomatoes will automatically start growing, and it'll use up your water and your manure as they grow. And yeah, so that's how that works. Trees take 2,000 gallons of water and 2,000 liters of manure. So it's 2 and 2. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, it is. That's right. So 2 and 2 on the trees for the orchards. This is actually, this big watery area right here is actually a field. This is where you'll grow your rice and your cranberries, and this is all water. How you get rid of the water to get out here to plant it, whoops, to get out here to plant it is by filling up, oops, went the wrong way. By filling up this little square right, or rectangle right here. And you'll fill that up with gravel. The right side will dry up, the field will dry up, and then you'll have so much time to plant it. You'll plant it, then it'll automatically fill back in with water, and everything grows, and then you'll fill it up with gravel again and go out and harvest it. These little rectangles here are for your boat docks, for your fishing industry. You can have, I think it's three boats over here. One boat, 6, 7, I think 7 boats. 7, yeah, something like that. 7 boats going. And I'll show you what those look like here. And just so you know, you can get water out of that field. That's why I put my orchards here, is because there's good access to water. And it doesn't cost me a lot. It doesn't cost me anything except fuel. Because if I were to have to buy all the water, I would go broke pretty quick. So here is the canola sell point. Right now I have about 50%, and this will be sold. I make $5,000 an hour every hour until all the canola is sold. And here is the boat for the fishing industry, one of them. You dump corn in at the end of the dock. The boat turns around and goes back out, and it'll fish for a while. I'm not even sure how long it is. Comes back in, it'll have fish on it. You'll walk out there and just stand there and collect all the fish, and then you'll have to put 5,000 more liters of corn in, and it'll head back out and fish some more. Here's the Culligan water facility. There are 2 different areas to this. One is you can get water right here. Doesn't cost you, or it costs you money, but it's when you buy the facility. It's $100,000 to buy this, and then that unlocks the so you can use the water from that area. Or you can get the distribution point. You'll get 6 water pumps or water towers. It costs you $1,000 per hour, and this is $1 million to get water everywhere on the map. And if you're going to raise cattle, pigs, and chickens, you'll probably want to do that. I just haven't got around to it because I haven't got enough money yet. Here is another beef sell point. Bring your cattle down here, sell them. And then we'll go over to Campbell's Soup. We'll just take this other bridge over. And like I said, none of these bridges are built. You have to erect all of them. And you can haul the sand and gravel and the concrete and the boards and everything else over here. Or I will show you another way that you can do it. And that's built into the game, that's designed to be used. But there's storage for the soups. Different soups. You bring your commodities in, you dump them into these areas here. Like minestrone soup, that takes onions, carrots, and tomatoes. That's what you got to bring here. Tomato soup, I think you can guess what you need for that. Tomatoes, right? Yep, tomatoes and water. Chunky soup, we're going to be bringing baked potatoes. We're going to be bringing potatoes and cheese and pig here, just like it says. This one is going to be chicken, mushrooms, and barley. This is actually a real soup. Dave stressed this considerably when he was explaining it, that this is a real soup. The hearty pizza with sausage and pepperoni soup. So you need to bring pig, cheese, and tomatoes here. And here is beef mushroom, or beefy mushroom, so you just need to bring beef and mushrooms here. Over on this side, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You've got vegetable beef with vegetables and barley, chicken vegetable. You've got creamy onion, you've got creamy potato, and you've got French onion. So it's pretty self-explanatory what you need to bring to those to get the product out. And the same place that you drive to drop off the commodities is the same place that you will pick up your soup. Now when you sell soup, it is just labeled soup. So it doesn't matter if you take all tomato soup there, you're still going to get the same price for bringing all the tomato soup there as you would for bringing vegetable beef soup there. So there's no differentiation between the soups. But like I said, you bring your commodities, dump them in the same place that you pick them up. You have to use the box truck to pick them up. You know, to pick up the commodity, to pick up the soup, and to move it around and sell it. Same thing with the wood or the planks, the boards. You have to use the box truck in order to move those around to sell them. Here's the vodka facility, a Grey Goose vodka. This here is that facility, and then the Frito-Lay facility is right here. Just zip over here. Whoops, kind of bounce around. Zip over here, and here's the Frito-Lay facility. And we are back at the beginning where we started. Now, I just want to show you that one caveat, that you don't have to bring all the sand and gravel and all the building materials needed. You can actually go to a construction company, which I have a bunch of vans set up over here, and we will get the construction truck right here. Fire this guy up. And you will need this truck here. This is like a $300 and some thousand truck, but you got to have it in order to run the box trailers and use the AR quick attach stuff. So we'll come in here to McDonald's Construction Company, like this. Hopefully I'll make it in there without too much problem. There we go, pick it up. It shows I have 117, I don't know what you want to call them, 117 credits, maybe? I don't know. But you get so many credits per hour, and so all you got to do is drive in front of here, and then that'll give you your credits. So there's 131, 61, so it's a 30. There, you just keep driving around. It takes 100 credits to build one facility. And I've been kind of itching to build the Frito-Lay facility. Okay, so let's go out and I'll show you how this works. You take this little truck with all your whatever you want to call them, your credits on it, your building credits on it, and you'll drive to the whatever manufacturing company there is that you want to build. And by the way, Farm Simulator, you don't use roads, so so we'll just get over here. We'll build, let's see, we'll build this, the Frito-Lay company. I think that one will build faster. So then you just pull in here, wait for it to show that you need to dump it, and here we go. Everything should be built. That's it. That's all there was to building that. Now I just have to stock it with salt, potatoes, what the hell There's some other stuff in here. Oh, we don't need any of that because we already got all that. But you can see what we would all need. We would have needed stone, gravel, cement. Then we would have needed boards, paper, drywall. And then now we need, just to stock it, we need canola, salt, coal, and what the heck is that bottom one? Canola, salt, coal, and whatever. Power. Okay. So, yeah. So just canola, salt, coal, and then that'll give us our power. And then we'll start producing snacks for everyone. Yay, snacks. Same thing with the vodka over here. We'll build this one. But it takes a while to get them built up. Those trailers aren't cheap. They're $250,000 a piece. And so I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get a few of them put together. But this is one way you can build without having to run all over the map and get stuff rounded up. All right, here we are. We have got it done. Here is our Grey Goose vodka facility. And that is already built. So now we need to bring potatoes, sugarcane, and water here. That's where we'll get our vodka from. That's our potatoes. That's our sugarcane in front of us. And that's our water right here. We'll just whip it in here and show you guys. So we'll need none of that. We don't need any of that stuff. We would have had to bring stone, gravel, cement, boards, paper, and drywall. And then we would have had to bring more stone, gravel, and cement. So, bonus. So that is that, everybody. You know, I hope you enjoyed my video. I'm going to be putting out more videos about Pleasant Valley, just with the different things that I have done and the different processes that take place. So, hey, you guys, we will talk to you soon and talk to you later. All right, bye-bye.